Hey guys, Steve here. How's everyone going? Well, I got another video today. I'm just on my way down to Brisbane. I'm taking my trailer down there. I've sold my rooftop tent. That'll be in another video. That's not what this one's about today. We'll get down there. We'll get that intro out of the road as well. So while the intro's playing, don't forget to hit the subscribe. If you like the video, hit the like at the end, and don't forget to hit the bell so you get notifications. So we'll make our way down there now, and we'll pick up in a minute. Cheers guys. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Well, as you can see, I'm not in Brisbane. I'm back in sunny old Kingaroy today. Well, the sun is coming out. I'm going to go home and mow the lawn and do all that. I'm down in the park where they put the new big peanut, which is not that big, but it's still a big peanut. It's made of old machinery and that from around Kingaroy. I'll put a photo up on the screen. And like I was saying there at the start of the video, I was heading down to Brisbane the other day to get my rooftop tent taken off my dot trailer because I'm replacing it with something new. That'll be coming up in a future video. I'll be telling you all about that, so stay tuned for that one. Getting something else made for it. I'm still keeping the dot. Everyone's been messaging me, are you selling your dot? Are you getting rid of it? Are you had enough? No, I haven't. I love the dot. The dot's a great trailer. Why would I sell it? It's been fantastic. We love it. All I'm doing is changing the rooftop tent around and going with something else. So stay tuned for that one. But while I was down in Brisbane, I noticed that they had the new 270-degree awning up in the store there, and I had a look at it. And I was really impressed by it. Like, I had a good look at how it all worked and how the canvas covering or whatever it's made of. I think it's a PVC sort of backed material or something like that. And it just looked like a great awning. Because I had been doing a bit of research into some awnings, and the reason I was doing that, a few weeks ago we went away in our little teardrop camper, and because we knew we'd sold the rooftop tent off the dot trailer, and I didn't want to take the dot trailer out. I didn't want to have it out in the weather, seeing how I knew I'd sold it. So we took our teardrop out, and it had been in storage for 2 years. There is also a video series coming up on that. I'll show you me getting it ready, getting it prepared, because I've had it up in wheel jacks in my shed for 2 years. And stay tuned for that one as well. But while we were down there, we sort of realised that the teardrop is actually a great thing to go away camping in summer, because it's well protected. It's a little bit on the tiny side. That's why we sort of bought the dot trailer to start off with, because we didn't have as much storage in the teardrop, but it's still a fantastic trailer, and we've decided that we're going to keep it for the moment and we're going to use it. And I had my 30-second awning on my teardrop over 2 years ago when I stopped using it, and we used to wrap it right around the teardrop for protection. We'd put the walls up. I'll put a photo up on the screen of that showing you what it looked like. And I took that 30-second awning off and I put it back on the car, because I wanted the same protection for the car. Like, I wanted to be able to pull the awning out really quick, have some sun protection, be able to sit under it, all that sort of thing. But that awning, it was really heavy on the car. Like, it weighs something like 26 kilos. And it's a terrific awning, but it's very heavy. And when I took the teardrop out, I thought, I really need to change this around again. I need to take it back off the car, put it back on the teardrop, because like I said, we're going to keep it. We're going to keep using the teardrop in summer. We'll use the dot trailer in winter because we'll have more room. We'll be using our fire pits, all that sort of thing that we want to take with us. But we're going to use the teardrop during summer. And I just don't want to be pulling out all those awnings. You'll see in the videos I've got 2 awnings on either side of the teardrop, those roll out ones. You've got to put the poles up, put the ropes down, and at the back of the teardrop we were putting up this Coleman dome tent for protection over our kitchen. It's a lot of work. The 30-second awning is better in that application, but I still want to have an awning on my car, so I've got to buy another one. So I had a look online like over a week ago and started researching awnings, and I was looking at the new 2100 30-second awning they got. I did get in contact with them. They were sort of out of stock at the moment, and a little bit hard to try and get down there and see them. So, because I like seeing stuff before I buy it, especially major purchases. It's all right for smaller stuff if you're buying it online, but something that's getting around over $1,000, you want to make sure you see it. And so I, getting back to, I'm losing track there a bit, getting back to where I was heading to, I was heading down to Brisbane. And I thought, I read online where they, on Facebook, that they'd got the 270 awnings. They had one on display down there, so I thought I'll have a look at it. I had a really good look at it. It looks fantastic. It looks light. The quality looks really good. Like most of these awnings you buy, they're all made overseas, especially freestanding ones. I mean, you can get some Australian built 270-degree awnings off Super Peg, things like that. But if you want something that's freestanding that you can put up really quick, just deploy it, don't have to worry about putting poles down. Most of those are made overseas. So I asked Rob there in the store whether they had a driver's side one, and they actually had one left, and or maybe two actually. And I thought, bugger it, I'm going to buy it. So I purchased this myself. I paid for it. Wasn't given to me or anything like that. And like all things, if you're trying to save money, price did come into the reason I purchased this as well, because it was under $1,000. And a lot of the ones that I'd researched on, they were over $1,000. There was one that was a little bit cheaper, but I just didn't like the way that the poles were and that on it. So I decided to go with this one. I'd looked at it, I've touched it, I've felt it, and I thought I'm going to give it a go. So that's the reason that I've changed my awning over, basically to put my 30-second back on my little teardrop, and I needed something on the car. It looks like a really good awning. The colour really suits my car. Not that that's a major factor. Looks aren't everything, but it suits the purpose of the car. It's nearly 10 kilos lighter than my 30-second awning on my car, so there's a great weight saving there. It's quick and easy to put up. It's quick and easy to put away, so one person can do it, and it's easy to put up. You'll see in this video, like I said there at the start, what we'll do is we'll show you, we'll cut, once I finish this, we'll cut straight to, I'm actually at Rob's place, and we're fitting this awning to my car. I'll show you what's in the box, what you get with it. I won't show you too much about putting it up. It was really quick and easy to put up because I already had the rack sprack system on my car for the 30-second awning, so all I had to do was put the other fittings on this new awning and basically just clip it up, put the pins in and drive away. It literally took us less than half an hour to get it all sorted. You'll see in the video too, we'll have the system on Rob's car as well. He's put his on his Wildlands rooftop tent. You do need to buy some extra brackets off Drifta if you want to hook it to the Wildlands rooftop tent. I might put a photo up on the screen of that bracket that you have to get. I think there's about 4 of them you have to get. Correct me if I'm wrong, anyone, if I've said that wrong, but they do recommend, I think, about 4 brackets for the Wildlands rooftop tent. Hear those plovers in the background? But with mine, I've got 3 mounting points. There is brackets that come with the awning as well. You'll see those in the box. They're basically if you're just putting it on a normal roof rack or something like that. I could have used those, but seeing how I had the rack sprack system there, that's what I've used. I think it's a great awning. Hope you enjoy the video. Don't forget to hit the like and subscribe if you haven't already. And I'll see you at the end of the video. Thanks very much, guys. Cheers. Okay, guys, we've just opened up the box, just cut the straps off, and I thought I'll just show you what you actually get just inside the box. This is how you see it when you first open it. So down this end here, you can see it's really well packaged. So they've got it all nicely wrapped up. The box is way bigger than what the awning is, so don't be frightened about that. But you can see here you got all your you got your 3 mounting brackets if you need to use these. They've got all your holes and everything cut in them. I'll just pull that out. But they're really solid, like you can see that. There's all different fittings for different where you might want to put it up or anything like that. Down the other end here, you've got a tiny little bit of literature on the awning itself telling you all about it. And down here we've got some other parts. So these are your pegs, I think.
Yeah, they're all your 3 pegs in there, and your ropes are inside.
Yeah, ropes, and then you got all your bolts and accessories there. For you probably got more bolts than what you need there, but it's just in case you got different applications. And then obviously you've got your Drifta Stockton awning there. So we're going to pull her out now. We're just going to start assembling it. I'm going to be putting it on the FJ. I'm going to be using my Racksprax mounting system, hopefully. So I pulled my other awning out, my 30-second awning, and I'll be going to put up this awning here. It's a little bit lighter. My 30-second awning was something like nearly 26 kilos. This one's 16.8 kilos, so that should be a great weight saving. So we'll get into the video now and show you how we put it up. Cheers. Okay guys, we've taken the awning out of the box. We've now moved over, because I'm at Rob's place and he's actually going to give me a hand to mount this. So we've set the awning up here. Here it is here. This is Rob's. We put this one up yesterday. We've mounted that on the Wildlands rooftop tent. We'll see if we can show you that, because you have to mount it a little bit different on the Wildlands. We've used 3 mounting brackets, same system. We've used the Racksprax system on his as well. If you look at my hand, it's not leaning like that. It's actually sitting straight, so that's why we've done that. And the most important thing, which is recommended by Drifta themselves, is to make sure you have 2 mounting points at the back of the awning where the all the bracket is, so that swings out, where the swing out awning part is. So we've got 2 here to hold it tight there, and then we've got 1 down the front here. Now we have pitched this one out as well, so that's so when you pull the awning out, so when it comes out to the back of the car here, your awning is sitting flush. It's not sitting up or down like that, so it gives you that nice even view around the back there. So we're going to be doing the same thing here. We're going to be using these little Racksprax systems on here. We will show you this awning though when it comes out, and show you why we've done all that as well. We're going to show you both awnings on 2 different setups. One on mine, on my roof rack system, and one here on the Wildlands rooftop tent. Yeah, so we've set our awning out now. We've taken a few measurements on how far, because what you want to make sure you do when you put it up on your car, like I should have said too, I've got the right-hand side one. So Rob's is on the passenger side of his car, mine's going on the driver's side. They do have 2 separate awnings for that application. And the reason is, if you can see Rob's, he's got an opening tailgate on his. I've got a rear side opening door, so mine opens from the driver's side to the passenger side. So if I'm opening my door like this, and I've got the awning on this side, it's going to wrap around here and my door's going to be in the road. So my awning will wrap around this way and come around here. And the great thing that I think I'm going to love about this, it's going to have that square back on it, and we'll show you that once we've got it finished. So it'll go over this door, and I should have really good protection if I'm in the rain or that. So that's why I've got the driver's side one for my car, but you can get both options. So we're going to get into it now. Like I was saying there, I digressed a little bit. We've measured from here to where I roughly want it to go, and what you got to do is make sure that you leave yourself enough room so that when you open the awning up and you attach it over this side here, you've got enough room to get the awning nice and tight, because that's the main thing that you want to make sure you do, is set it all up properly to start off with, so your awning's nice and tight. It'll stop it from moving, blowing, flapping, and it'll keep everything looking great.
Something that we did on our one as well, we found that the distance, so if you put your bracket up here, distance from that end of that bracket out to here was about 20 centimetres. So that's what this thing's about, 20.5 actually, right to the end piece of the metal up there. And that, if you do that distance from here to there, that works really well. It gives it just the right amount of tautness that you want on it.
No worries, so we'll get in now. We're going to, got all our bolts here. These are going to go on here somewhere, but we'll adjust all that as we put it up, and we'll show you how it looks. Cheers guys.
Hey guys, Rob from Drifta Stockton over at Slacks Creek. Thought we'd just quickly show you some of the things we've done with the awnings. Steve and I have been working on them this morning. We got them both fitted, and we just thought we'd show you just a couple of little differences between the two. Mine's mounted up here on our the Wildlands rooftop tent, and what I've done in here is we have 2 brackets up this end here. They're up as far end as you can go pretty much. So we've got 2 brackets sitting up over here, and we have another 2 brackets down the other end. So I've got one down here and one over here. So sort of gives you an idea roughly the the distance apart. Now, what you might notice on this is we've actually got some rack spracks on it as well. Now, I used to have these spaced a little bit further apart, and they were really awkward to try and get level to get the pins in. But now that I've modified it, you can do that by putting 2 up this end. Up there, you can get that in. So this is just one without it. It's a dummy one. It hasn't got a locking pin on it. And down the other end, of my furthest one hasn't got a locking pin on it either. But these ones here both have keys in them. So you can actually pull these little pins out if you need to. So you'll see just up over here, where you've got the little pin in here, you can actually pull that pin out. If it's unlocked, there we go. Get that one out, and they just go out like that, and then the whole thing will just lift straight off. So that's the beauty about this. You can pull it on and off really quickly. We've tested it and it works really well. And just put that pin back in. We do have a key with it as well, and that just locks it off. So that's what we did on my one. On Steve's one's a little bit different. Hey, so I might have a look at that as well, hey?
Hey guys, well we're over at my car now. We just had a look at Rob's, and like he said, he's put his on his Drifta Stockton. I've just put mine straight on my standard roof rack. So I've also used the rack sprack system. Now the reason I've done it this way on my awning, I could have used the brackets that come with the awning and sat it up on top of the up there, but it would have been too high for my garage and that at home. So I'm trying to keep it as low as possible. So that's why I've done it on the side of my awning here. But I've also used the rack sprack system, so I can just pull the pin out as well and quickly just dismount this awning. I have done one thing a little bit different. I have got a different fitting up here on the front. But it's just a matter of taking one nut off. I had to do that, and you can see how strong that is. Like there's no movement in that awning at all. So it's really strong. So what we're going to do now is we're going to show you how quick they are to put out. I'm going to set the camera up out there, and we'll just show you us both deploying these awnings. They look terrific on the car. It's really exciting. I just can't believe how much better this awning is. Yeah, so we're going to get these out now. We're going to deploy them over there. So we'll show you what they look like, how quick they are to put up. I'm really happy with this. It's just I've saved a fair few kilos in weight. My old awning that I had up there, it was nearly like 26 kilos. These are about 17.8. They're really light. And the thing I like about them, it just fits in perfectly in the side of the car. And a bonus for me, it's the same colour as the car, so that's really cool. So let's get into it and show you how they go out. Okay guys, it's not a race, Rob.
No, not a race.
It's not a race, but they are really quick to set up. They are freestanding. I will put a pole in the back of mine just on this corner here because I've got my awning so low on my car, it does just hit the top of the door here because the natural angle of this last bracket that's on the awning, it just pulls it down a little bit on mine, but it's on this one here it's no problem because Rob's got his set way back up a lot higher. It's just the way that I've mounted mine on my system, but you don't have to use the poles. It's going to be a good test here because there's a little bit of wind too, isn't there? Yeah. So we'll get them out now, eh? We'll get into it. Now I haven't done this actually myself, you just got to make sure you pull these out. But it's just a matter of walking around and Rob's already beat me. And I just got to clip this up on the corner here. Now if you want to get your little pole piece up before you tighten it up, there's a little thing here, I'll show you a closer view in a minute. Just make sure you pull your canvas around. If you want to put that up, make sure you do it before you tighten it right up. How quick and easy was that, guys? Rob beat me. I'll probably owe him a beer now or something. But how easy that? There's a heap of wind blowing here. We've got 2 awnings out. There's no other setup. You can see it's really stable. What I was saying about my door there a minute ago, might be able to pick it up. It mightn't be too bad here, but it's just touching up on top of the door here. So I'm just going to put a little pole up under here and that'll hold that up and I won't have any trouble. The Rob won't have any trouble. And if you look here in the back here now, you can see with this square back awning on here, my whole back of my car is under cover here, and my door is exactly flush with the back of this awning. I'll do a walk around in a minute and show you all around that, but show you how good it is. I'm really impressed with this.
Yeah, they're awesome. I love them.
Yeah.
Good bit of kit. We've been mucking around with them, just perfecting them, just trying to figure out the best way to mount them and all that type of stuff as well. So if you've got any questions, come in and have a chat with us at Slacks Creek, because we've got a bit more experience now.
Yeah, I want to thank Drifta in Brisbane too for helping me out with this. It's been really good. So I really enjoyed getting them out. So really looking forward to testing it out now and showing you this product in action in the campsite.
Exactly right, it'd be awesome.
So we'll do a bit of a walk around now, and I'll just show you a bit of walking around the car and that sort of thing, and just explain a couple other things. Cheers, guys. Okay, guys, we'll just show you a little bit around it here. So canvas looks really good on it. Like, I'm really impressed. The thickness looks really good. It's got a Velcro seam all around the edge there, so you can, I think Drifta are doing a wall kit for them now. I'm not sure of the price of that. I'll put a link up if I find out. It's got little loop ties down here, so if you do get rain or you want to tie it down, you've got tie down points there. They've also got them on all the corners as well, so that's really good. You've got little holes there so you can put poles up if need be, if it's windy. Pretty sure it's aluminium construction. I stuck a little magnet on it earlier and nothing stuck to it, so pretty sure this is all aluminium. That's how it gets so light. You got the little leg up there, which I said I was talking on the video when we were pulling it out. You just got to loosen the tension off and then you can put that up and down. But what I really do like about this, they've thought of everything. Up in the corner here, there's a, I haven't put it up properly, but there's a little flap there that you can Velcro down, and that stops the water blowing in through that corner. That's always a problem on a lot of these awnings, so that's a great idea. You can attach little lights under here too. Rob actually has on his, he's just put a little strip lights up along here, and these bars will fold in up here, and you don't have to worry about them catching on the little strip lights at Drifta. So I'll put a photo up on the screen. They'll clip up in there, and it'll still fit up in here inside the bracket here.
The only thing I noticed is when you're using this pole here, start from around where that bar, reinforcement is, because it gives you just enough space to fit it in there easily. And that's when I put it up here, it was a bit close, but if you put it up over there, starting from around there, you're right, it works really well. Yeah,
so if you want to put some little lights under here and have them permanently mounted, and you just run your joiners down in the corner here and plug it into whatever power source you got. But overall, it looks really good. I'm really impressed with it. I love the colour of this with my car. It really suits it. The black and the grey, it just says my FJ, so really happy I got this one. And you can see the way we've got it mounted. It sits really square off the car. So, and like I said, there's a lot of wind blowing here. Mine's sort of facing that way into the wind, so it's not blowing up and down. But you do want to make sure if you are using the wind, like I said, with any awning, even though it's freestanding, I'd much rather take the few seconds to put a couple of guide ropes down and a couple of poles. Like I said, you've got these other ones here that you can use as well. It looks like a great awning. You can get them from any of the Drifta stores or online. There is a little bit of a waiting time now though. I think April or March.
Yeah, late March, early April, I believe, roughly.
Yeah, next year. So because the first lot they got in, they sold the whole lot. So, but make sure you get your pre-order in. You'll secure one. I think they're brilliant. So like I said, this one's for the driver's side. The one Rob's got's for the passenger side. So you can get them from both. Just depends on your vehicle and what you need it for, but looks like a great bit of gear. You know, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you if you've got any questions, queries or comments, leave them down below. If you want to know anything more about the awning, probably better speaking to one of the guys at Drifta in any of their stores. But you know, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one. Cheers.
All right.